Breaking Through News is doing a two-part series of an update by United States Senator Tim Kaine. The Virginia senator recently announced his delight and gratitude of a bipartisan issue surrounding the USS Truman aircraft carrier.
Very happy that the Trump administration, through Vice President Pence yesterday, reversed field. They had submitted a budget to us suggesting that they were not going to refuel the Harry S. Truman carrier.
As I stand before you today, I know that the future of this aircraft carrier is the subject of some budget discussions in Washington, D.C. And as we continue to fight Congress to make sure that our military has the resources you need to accomplish your mission, President Donald Trump asked me to deliver a message to each and every one of you on the deck of the USS Truman. We are keeping the best carrier in the world in the fight. We are not retiring the Truman.
Whenever we have hearings in the Armed Services Committee and they talk either in classified or unclassified setting about the strategic threats we face around the world, they always focus on our aircraft carriers as one of the most important measures of American power, because it's flexible force, not fixed force. You're not fixed to a particular land base. You can move a carrier to where the need is, and we hear that over and over and over again. And so that's why I think both Republicans and Democrats on the Armed Services Committee found it so puzzling when the president's team submitted a budget that suggested the Harry S. Truman carrier was not going to be refueled. A carrier can last and serve up to maybe 50 to 60 years, but at the midpoint in the life, they have to remove the nuclear reactor and refuel it for the second half of the life. And it wastes the asset. It wastes the very potent and necessary asset to say, well, we're not going to refuel it, and we will take that offline, that capacity offline for the next 30 years.
Senator Kaine says he is especially delighted to hear news from the White House that the aircraft carrier is approved for refueling, especially since it's done in his state.
We were puzzled when the president's budget recommended that, but we were excited to hear the news yesterday that the administration is listening to us, because in the Armed Services Committee, Democrats and Republicans alike have been pestering the administration to explain or justify this. And it sounds like the administration listened, and it was a positive yesterday that Vice President Pence, on a visit to the Truman, made the announcement that it would be refueled. That's a big win for national security, and it's also a big win for Virginia because the work on the refueling is done at the shipyard in Newport.
Elaine Rackley for Breaking Through News.